Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to talk to you about how you can build your mental muscle and absolutely change your life. Let me introduce myself. My name is Lynn Schroeder, and I empower men and women to step outside of their comfort zone and begin living a life, building a business, having relationships that they could have never imagined. So I've got some things that you and I can do to build our mental muscle and change our life. Now, some of you that really know me well know that I am a gym rat. I love to go to the gym for many reasons. One of the reasons is because I know I've got one body and it's mine to take care of, and I want to be in the best health that I can. So that's really one of my motivations for sure. I also know that I need to build my muscles so that my bones are strong and all kinds of things. So I love the idea of building my muscles, and it's a natural segue for you and I to begin realizing that we can also build our mental muscle as well. So here are 10 things that I've come up with that you and I can better ourselves, better our mental muscle, and have a better life. Number one is to compete against no one except yourself. Compete against no one except yourself. We as humans do have a propensity to compare ourselves, to look to the right or to the left and compare ourselves to what other people are doing. And here's the deal. We usually compare the worst thing about ourselves to the best thing about someone else. And that's a recipe for disaster. So you and I need to put our blinders on, not look to the right or to the left, and keep going forward. We can certainly follow the crumbs of what other people have done that have made them successful, or maybe successful in their business, or maybe successful in the gym, or been a really good mother. Who knows? But we can follow what they've done, but we have to make sure that we put our head down and we really only compete against ourselves. Number two is to be aware of the self-sabotaging gremlins in our head. Now, these are those voices that we hear inside of our head. They're the negative committee that take up residence between our ears and have a big party. They sit around a table and they compare notes. We need to be super, super aware of the self-sabotaging gremlins that are in our head. And we need to reframe our negative thinking. So instead of saying things like, I'm not good at this, this entrepreneurship is not for me, or I'm not good in the gym, or I'm not a good runner, whatever it is, you can reframe it and say things like, I'm not where I want to be now, but I'm making progress, and progress is good. And it is. So reframe it, because we are apt to really say negative things instead of changing that gremlin, throwing him out and saying, no, I'm going to change it into a positive. So here's the deal. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. So you need to reframe your thinking and be aware of the gremlins if you want to be mentally strong. Number three is to get clear on your goals. If you set too high of a goal and it just doesn't make sense, then you're going to be setting yourself up for huge disappointment. For instance, if you say, I want to get 100 clients by the end of December, chances are that's a little bit exorbitant. So instead of saying that, you can say things like, by the first week in December, I want to have 5 new clients. It's much more manageable, and you're actually setting a goal. It's not just floating around out here in a mind. You're setting a goal. And with every goal that you set and you're able to check it off that you have met it, it's going to build your confidence. So be reasonable with your goals, but you have to set them and you have to dream big. So continue to dream big, but just have manageable. So instead of saying, I want to lose 100 pounds, say, I want to lose 5 pounds this month. Number four is to create anchors. reminders that tether you to your dream or to your goal. These are visuals that you can add to your computer, add to your home screen, add to your mirror, your refrigerator, your dashboard in your vehicle, and they are just reminders of what you have planned to do, because that those gremlins are going to take up residence, and all kinds of things, outside influences, are going to tell you you can't, and you need anchors to hold you to them. Number 5, do at least one difficult thing a day. Do at least one difficult thing a day. It sounds easy, but when you look at it this way, that means 5 hard things that you've done in 1 week. So just like in the gym, when you've heard the saying, no pain, no gain. Now, I don't mean that you pull a hamstring, but it's true. You've got to push your muscles in the gym. There's such a thing as muscle memory. And if you don't push yourself, your muscles, when you're doing tricep or bicep or shoulder presses, whatever, if you don't push yourself to a harder weight, you won't grow. Your muscles are going to remember what you did last time, and they're not going to grow. So you need to do at least one difficult thing a day. Improvement happens with practice. Number 6 is make failure. Failure is not a tattoo, it's a bruise. Failure is not a tattoo, it's a bruise. Make that your mantra, because you're gonna fail. Failure is not fatal. In fact, failure helps us grow. So make it your mantra to say, failure is not a tattoo, it is a bruise. It will be here for a little while and then it leaves. Make that your mantra, because you will want to give up if you're expecting perfection. Number 7, don't have squirrel emotions. If you want to be mentally strong, watch your squirrel emotions. And those are those ones that flip from here and there. And us women, we have a tendency to do that. Now, hear me out. Emotions are great. You should never try to hide or tell yourself you shouldn't be feeling something, because we've been given emotions for a reason, and they are to express it. But watch out for the squirrel ones, because you need to be logical with your emotions, because you need to gain perspective. Because if you're overly anxious, overly frustrated, overly excited, all of those overlies can cause you to make impulsive decisions. So if if you get upset with your sales goal that you're not reaching, or the pounds that you're not losing, or whatever, if you have these emotions that go back and forth and you say, I quit, I'm not going to do this anymore. This running my own company is not what I should be doing, or I really can't lose any weight anyway. That's emotional squirrel syndrome. You need to gain perspective and you'll make better decisions. Number 8, I love this one, fulfill your purpose. Find your purpose and then fulfill it. You and I, friend, were created for a reason, and it's not to take up space in the world. We're created for a reason. Create a manifesto. I did a YouTube video on this recently. Create a declaration of all the things that you believe over your life, your values, your goals. Create the manifesto, and that will keep you centered to your true north and make you mentally strong, and it will change your life. Number 9, don't make excuses. The only thing standing between you and your goal is the BS that you keep telling yourself as to why you can't achieve something. Quit making excuses that you're too young, too old, too fat, too skinny, too overqualified, too underqualified. It's all BS. Quit making excuses. Excuses are the lies that we tell ourselves so that it doesn't have to be our fault. They're lies. Quit making excuses. And the last one, number 10, give yourself credit and prove yourself wrong. We so often jump to diss ourselves. I did this wrong. I did this. Give yourself credit and prove yourself wrong. Commit to doing something better today than you did yesterday, and watch your life change. So if you have a sales goal, up it a little bit for tomorrow. If you have a exercise goal, up it a little bit tomorrow. If your goal is to speak kinder to people, then up it a little bit tomorrow, and give yourself discredit and prove yourself wrong. Now, here's the deal. This doesn't happen overnight. If you go to the gym, your strength doesn't happen overnight, and it's the same with your mental strength. Just like when the gym, all of a sudden after a couple months, your pants fit different, or you take the stairs easier without huffing and puffing, or you're able to open a jar without asking somebody to help you open it, just like all of a sudden you realize you can do all those things, you're going to see the same thing happen in your mental fitness. You're going to be stronger. It takes time to grow mentally strong and become better. Your body can withstand almost anything. Here's the truth. Your body can withstand almost anything. It's your mind that you have to convince. Mental strength. Hope you got some value out of this. If you did, I'd love for you to comment. Tell me what you thought about this. If you know somebody who really needs to listen to this, then tag them in the comments or share this video. I'd love for you to follow me on my YouTube channel. I've got lots and lots of free content, and I'm going to drop the video about the manifesto in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you.